I am married. My longest relationship is my marriage, and it's been 17 years.
Ooh. Wow.
Well, we've been together 17 years. We haven't been married 17 years.
How long?
Did you say that you were on OnlyFans though?
Correct.
Do you do content with your husband?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
And Rogue.
So he's so he's on OnlyFans as well?
Yes.
Okay. And does he do other types of that kind of work?
You mean like in the adult industry?
Mm-hmm.
No.
He should though.
Yeah, he really should. He's gifted.
We love that.
Word. Do you do any other types of content like with other people besides each other?
We always work together, or myself just with other females. We work with other couples, but we don't do stuff like completely separate, like where the other one isn't there at all. Even if they're not in the scene, they're like in the room, maybe holding the camera or adjusting the lighting. So it's always a team effort.
Ooh,
Yeah,
so
but do you do like BBG and BGG content?
It's more like BGBG type stuff, like couple swaps.
Okay.
Do you shoot content with other men?
Only in the form of another couple, but not single men.
You're poly, correct?
Not exactly. I mean, we play with other people together, but we
Swinger?
don't date. Yeah, you could
Swinger.
also swinger, I guess.
Rogue, you're poly or a swinger, or?
I would say poly.
Okay.
Yeah, because I would be dating, like I want to date another girl.
So how long married?
8 years.
8 years. Together 17. And so you guys met, hold on.
When I was 18.
18.
Yeah.
Like high
You're
school?
trying to do the math, yeah.
High school sweethearts, or?
My high school sweetheart. I was just about to graduate from high school, but he's older than I am, so.
Yeah, he was like.
26.
What, you met? Wait, did you guys meet when you were 18 though?
Yeah, I was 18.
You were 18 when you met.
Yes.
Okay. Huh. And then. Hey, 18. You know. Okay, and then how soon into the relationship were you guys, I guess, engaging in or whatever?
That started in like 2020, so it's in its long-term scheme of things, it's relatively recent for us.
So you guys were monogamous for the first, essentially 13 years of your relationship. Yes. No cheating?
No.
No opening?
No.
Okay. And then who brought to who that you guys wanted to, I guess, open things up?
I think it was like a really slow conversation. We both were kind of into the idea that just like evolved over time, and ultimately we both decided we wanted to have a threesome with a girl, but didn't really know where to start. So it was a lot of talk for a long time. So I guess the idea started more maybe like 2017. So like 3 years before we ever actually acted on anything. And then COVID hit, and we're like, F it, let's hit Tinder, world's ending, let's just do it.
How long have you been doing sex work?
Since 2021, so you know, like a year and a half.
So no like stripping before that or anything like that. Okay, so you went pretty much right into the OF, is that correct?
Yeah.
Any sort of like sugar daddy stuff or anything?
No.
Okay. All right. But you've never done a scene with another man absent your husband.
Correct.
Metro Mac donated $200. Men, delete your of accounts. Let's end the sympdemic. We control the power to return the world to a functioning order. This needs to be pushed more.
Can I say something to that?
Sure.
You donated $200 just to say that, and like you could get so much for $200 on OF, or you could just not spend the $200. So I'm just saying.
She's like, subscribe.
I'm just saying, 200 is a lot just to say that.
I mean, he had a he had a windfall recently with Doge and Pepe and Shiba Inu. Andrew, it seems like you might have a response here. Thank you, Metro Matt, by the way.
Yeah, why would he want to go and subscribe to nasty dudes on? Like, why would he want to do that?
Rogue.
That's super gross.
Or he could just not. I mean, I wasn't saying. Actually, I did say that, I guess, but I wasn't saying like it's this or this. But like $200 to say something is is
Yeah,
crazy.
$200 to support the type of content that you like to support, where people can have conversations from all over the world. It's very interesting. They enjoy that. But then to kind of immediately assault the value structure by saying, oh, no, you should go watch Constitution, that just seems kind of counterintuitive, right?
No, you're right. You're right. Yeah.
That's it? That's all you guys got?
That's all I got. If you want to, if that's how, yeah. You can spend your money however you want, whether it be fans or...
Well, it seems like a lot of people spend a lot of money on fans. Like, porn and all that is $1 billion industry. So, I mean, it seems like a lot of people like it. If there wasn't a demand for it, it wouldn't be around.
Yeah, millions and millions. It's true.
Who here does OF?
I'm not sure that it's a great statement, though, to say that, well, because lots and lots of people do bad things, and that means that we should continue to perpetuate bad things. That seems counterintuitive to me.
What would you constitute as something that's bad, though?
Well, here, let's just see if we can't break it down. So we'll start with me, right? So I smoke cigarettes. I'd say that that's probably bad. For instance, if my kid came to me and said, hey, Dad, can I have a smoke? I'd be like, no, you can't have a smoke, okay? Smoking's bad. I probably shouldn't smoke, right? I'm trying to quit, that kind of thing. So let me just ask you, if your, 18-year-old daughter came to you and said, hey, Mom, I'm thinking about being a on the internet, would you be like, oh, okay, sounds good?
I'd be like, it paid my way through college.
So yes,
Well, I do think that smoking has like an actual physical harm on your body. I do it too, so like whatever, but like that has an actual, I mean, I'm not saying that sex work can't have a physical harm on your body, because it can, but I wouldn't tell any of my children to do any of that stuff. Just saying, I'd let them just do what they want. If they came to me at 18 and said, hey, Mom, I want to join OnlyFans, I would say, you know what, here's a list of reasons why, it might not be the best idea. Here's a list of reasons why I found it, like why I liked it and did it for this long. And I let them make their own decision because they're 18.
I would agree with that.
Yeah, I know that they can make their own decision. Nobody's saying that they can't do that. Adults can make their own decisions. The question is, you as the advisor, right? So me as the advisor in the advisor role, I can point to behavior I have that's probably not pristine and say, I would advise you not to do that. It's probably not the best idea. Can't stop you from doing it, but I would advise you against it. Would you advise your daughter? Would you advise your daughter against it?
I wouldn't advise her against or to do it. I would just say, here's my experience, take what you will. Like, I've had good and bad experiences. If this is what you would like your experience to be, then like, you're 18, you're of age, make your own decisions. I'll just tell her what my experience is.
I feel like OnlyFans is OnlyFans.
Yeah, but she's looking for advice.
Scoot to the table.
She's like, Mom, I'm conflicted. What should I do?
I feel like if you're conflicted, you shouldn't do it.
I'd say write about it, go to therapy, talk to somebody about it. They're talking to me.
To you, you're
yeah,
a mom.
she's talking to me, and I'd say, hey, I told you what I'd say to her.
I would say,
you're just gonna give her a neutral take?
I would say if you're conflicted, don't do it.
She's an adult.
Because it is not something that anybody should just jump into lightly.
I agree.
But however, it's not something that's causing physical harm.
Metro Mac donated $200. Share 2, you literally sell yourself for a McDonald's
Sometimes
cheeseburger.
less, so
Sit down.
Tune in.
All right. Thank you, Metro Matt.
Why is the standard here this idea of only physical harm, right? Nobody's saying that this causes direct physical harm, though I'd argue it can. But rather, there's no society that's made better anywhere on planet Earth with the usage of rampant prostitution. There's not a single society you can point to that's made better because of that. And there's never going to be one that you can point to that's made better because of that.
I mean,
and so if we collectively are making decisions as a society for what we want to see in it, I think that it's pretty obvious that because of the overwhelming amount of trafficking, human trafficking that comes with sex work, it's overwhelming, the evidence on behalf of that. And this is only in countries which legalize it. It's pretty obvious that it's something that collectively people should be pushing back against. Right?
I would argue that decriminalizing things helps with that. Like, just for an example, the weed industry, nobody buys weed from drug dealers anymore. They go to the store, it's regulated, it's safer, and then just buying it off the street.
But the places that have criminalized prostitution have less human trafficking than the places that have legalized prostitution.
But do they have statistics on if it has increased?
Oh my God, bro. You guys do not listen
Sorry.
to the pre-show information. Holy shit.
Don't just use SA, please. It just stands for well. Just use SA instead. It's because we're on YouTube. We want to comply with the terms of service. So.
Oh, yeah, that's all I had to say.
All right, I'm just moving on